got another week. Won't have too many of these left pretty soon. So we're making it certainly past the halfway point. Before I forget, I want to remind you, I believe at least 4 of you in here, 4 of you in here have turned in your rhythmic quiz video, which is great. I just want to remind those of you that have not yet, it is due before, I believe, midnight tonight. And if you do not remember which rhythm I assigned you, I believe I have it listed on Canvas. Just go in there, click on that, and you'll find all the information you need. All right? I've also returned everything that I've got to you, so I'm caught up on that. I also found out or discovered that you didn't have, a lot of you didn't have page 144 for today, is that correct? I must have either collected page 145 at one point, or whatever was on the flip side, 143, I don't remember what page was on. Well, that's fine, because I was planning to collect rhythm page 120 today. So can I go ahead and do that? This will be one of the final assignments for this unit. Rhythm dictation, page 120, you had numbers 1, 3, and 4 on that page. So if you would make sure your name is somewhere near the top, as usual, I'll come around and pick this one up. So, the next thing I'd like to do is, you probably know, we'll go into our sight singing book. I'd like you to open up to page 81. 81 is where we'll do our warm-up melody. Specifically, I would like to sing melody 547. 547 on the top of page 81. And remember, well, of course you know, we're in minor keys this whole chapter. What minor key has 6 sharps? Which one? No, not A sharp, that is 7 sharps. D as in dog, yeah, D sharp minor. This one's conducting. In compound meter. I'll give us almost a full measure You come in just on the very end of the second beat. All right, here's the tempo. How about a tempo of 1 molly 2? Sol, do, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, la, sol, re, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, 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 re, re, sol, sol, fa, fa, mi, fa, sol, sol, fa, mi, re, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do. I think we need to sing that one again. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't feel secure like you were all right there with me. I mean, you were, but I just, for some reason, I didn't feel like it was all there as well as it could be. Can I hear soul? Can you hum it? All right, let's try it one more time through. Then we'll move on from there. 1 molly 2. Sol, do, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, la, sol, re, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, 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 re, re, sol, sol, fa, fa, mi, fa, sol, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do. Good. I just want us to get as much practice as possible in minor keys before our test. Speaking of which, we have our next ear training test 1 week from today. 1 week from today. And the sightseeing test is not very far, not long after that. Okay, so we're getting closer to the 2/3 mark, I guess, at least in this class of the semester. Now, according to my notes, I don't know how you feel, Tressa, but you're one of the few that still needs to sing.
I can try it.
You can try it? Okay. In fact, there are a lot of people that still need to sing, but none of them are there, like Kiernan and Zoe and Tanya. They're not here, so I had several melodies chosen. I don't know if you'd like to do 545, 546, or 548. Those would have been the 3 that I was going to choose for this last time, this unit.
Was 548 one we said?
Yep.
I can try that.
Okay, can you tell me what key 548 is in?
F minor.
That's right. And yeah, as usual, I'd like you to sing an F melodic minor scale. Do you sing low? Can you start low there?
Yeah.
Start on sol, so I would find the sol above your low note. Okay, and then where's your upper do? I think those would be good first opening pitches, your first 2 pitches. And it looks like you're at a hand signing on a hand signing example.
Oh.
Okay, it sounded like, I'll have you try it one more time. It sounded like your may was a little bit like a me, which came in a little bit major sounding. And then in measures two, the second and third and fourth full measures, make sure you say lay, te, and lay, rather than la and ti.
And the second, third, and fourth full measures?
Yes, those are, like for instance, in the second full measure, you have lay is the highest note, and then in the third full measure, you have lay, te, lay.
Oh, okay.
Right? Okay. So let me get your pitch once more. You're going to start off. Make sure it's mine. Try it once more. Yeah, I think we're losing do by the time we get to the end.
The sol to may is what's getting me.
Yeah. Sol, me, re, do. You might not have been here on the day that I played the sunglasses at night video. I can't remember if you were. But anyways, that has the leap of a minor six from sol, me, re, do, sol, me, re, do. Remember when we did that, y'all? So that's one of those intervals right there, Yeah, so, okay, so some work needs to be done yet, but we still got a little over a week before the sightseeing test, so keep working at it. And again, please come see me, come see Micah for help. I know this minor stuff isn't easy, and if you're flailing or if you're floundering, you need to take the responsibility, take it upon yourself to make some time and notify me if you can't come to my office hours. That's fine, just let me know and we'll find another time that I can meet with you all, okay? Seriously. All right, let's see here. Then no more quizzing today since we don't have the rest of the class here. How about this? We don't have any more, according to the assignment sheet, no more new melodies to learn. So how about I give you the prepared stuff for the sightseeing test? I'll put that on the board here. Again, you have, if you want, you have a little bit of space on the bottom right of your assignment sheet if you want to write it there. If not, just write it somewhere else in your notes that you won't lose. Or if you want to enter it into your phone, however you want to record this information. But you'll have this good, nice, well in advance of the sightseeing test. And then I got to find my information. Here we go. Okay, as usual, there will be a prepared melody on this next sightseeing test, and it will be one of these 6. Most of the prepared melodies I've chosen from just this last section that we have learned for today. The 6 melodies are 535, 540, 545, 546, 548, which I believe Justin just sang, and 549. Those are the 6 to prepare for next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I do this right, I try to get in 3 odd-numbered melodies and 3 even-numbered melodies, so there's a equal distribution between hand signs with your right hand and conducting. And that looks like that's what I was able to do successfully this time. Okay, the prepared rhythm. Not many to rehearse or practice for the test. I've got just numbers 1019 through 1024, which is not too many comparatively to what we've done before in terms of prepared rhythms. Now, if, I shouldn't say if, well, I guess if I gave you 1019 and 1020 go together as a unit. So I want you to learn 1019 and 1020 as together as one, because they're both one-liners, they're short, they're both in the same meter signature. So if once you do finish 1029, you just go on without stopping into 1020. Let's see, I just want to take a quick look at those. That's on page. Yeah, they're on the bottom of page 160. They're both in cut time or 2/2 meter, and they're each one line, so you just do the one line for 1019 and then treat 1020 as if it's the second line of the same example, okay, without stopping. In fact, some of you probably had those assigned for your rhythm quiz that you had to read. I think that was some of the ones I sent. And then finally, the new melody for the first time now for you guys is going to be in a minor key. And that's about all I can tell you for that. This melody, again, in my estimation, in my opinion, this melody, because you haven't seen it before, it is easier, even though it's in minor, it is easier than some of these prepared melodies. Okay, now, I will bring a sign-up sheet for the sight singing test next class. And, in terms of when it's going to be, I guess, it'd be nice if I could get it done, we could get it done maybe next Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe take both of those days to schedule a time, you all, for 10 minutes to come see me and sing your test for me. And that way, I don't want it to be lingering past when we start the next unit a week from Wednesday. I don't want it to be lingering much past that. So that's kind of my thinking on that. But I'll bring a sign-up sheet next class, so we can pin that down as to when it is. Okay, so maybe I should pause here and say, I know it's Monday, but comparatively, even though it's Monday, how are we all doing today? You gonna make it through the day? Of course you are. Are we awake? Are we here physically, mentally? I was here on campus yesterday for a little while, so it kind of feels like the weekend was even shorter than it was. I mean, I know you guys are on campus all the time, but do you at least try to, I know you got to practice and stuff, but do you at least try to stay away from this building a little bit on the weekend? I don't know what you guys do for kind of change of pace. Or maybe it's impossible for you to stay away. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's go on then. No more melodies to sing through. Let's go on to the ear training book. I would like to go through some rhythmic dictation practice today, even though it says melodic dictation, because last class I ended up doing melodic dictation until the end. And so I said I would switch melodic dictation from this class with rhythmic dictation from last class. So if you'll open up your ear training books to page 117. Do you have page 117? Okay, somebody does. You found it? Good. Well, we're going to be doing number 1 on page 117. And if anyone does not have that page, there's a pickup bar, 1 beat, and there's 4 measures in common time. This marker is basically worthless. Does the book give you the pickup beat? Or does it give you anything in the first one? No. It doesn't. Let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the main challenge with rhythmic dictation of this unit? Well, it says at the top of page 117. Unless you don't find them challenging, and that's fine, but dots and ties. Dots and ties. I'm going to put one more rhythm on the board here, and I'm going to show another, well, it's probably very similar to some of the rhythmic systems that I use to capture information quickly, but I'm going to put that up on the board for you just to show you one more example. And then after we're done with the rhythmic dictation in your book, then we should have, I'm hoping we still have a few minutes left where I can get another volunteer to come and share their system. I know last class Hannah shared her system. Who else came to the board to share their system? Kieran did. Okay. Let's just take this as an example. Before, I'll go ahead and show you what the rhythm is, and then I'll show you a potential system here. Now, if the rhythm sound was this, for a measure like this, I would certainly accept, since we're dealing with ties, I would certainly accept this. Obviously, that would be full credit. Now, in terms of, again, my systems are very similar, but I might do something like this to capture the information. That might be what I write for the first measure. For the next measure, I might write something like this. If this looks like Sanskrit or cuneiform or any kind of Greek or hieroglyphics, if it doesn't make sense to you, it's fine. You don't have to use this. And then I might do something like this. Couple hashtags in each of these for 16th notes, and then something like that. But notice here I've got dotted material. Notice here I've got potential tie. However you want to notate that would be fine. And remember, I think the last time we did this, I said you always have to have a note or a rest on the downbeat or the first beat of every measure. If you don't hear something on the downbeat of a measure, that means there's either a rest or, most likely in this unit, the note in the first beat of that measure is tied from the previous bar. Tied from the previous bar. Okay? All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and attempt number 1 on the top of page 117. And incidentally, again, you don't have to do this, but I anticipate doing this on the test. For the rhythm dictation, you know how you normally play a melody? I anticipate on the test that if you want to go for the pitches of the melody for extra credit, I anticipate that I'll we're doing everything in minor this unit, which is what I'll have here. But again, that's not a big issue. Really, the rhythm is the main concern for us. Okay. All right, so we're in 4/4 meter. Let me give you 3 beats, and I'll come in on your pickup beat 4. How about a tempo of 1 beat and 2 beat and 3? Go up to 5 here. Just so you know, the final measure, I would accept either 3 beats total in this measure because of the pickup, or I would accept 4 full beats, however you want to notate it is fine. Slow this fan speed down there because sometimes I wonder if the hampers here. A second gearing out of 5. 1, 2, 3. I suspect that some of your brains are telling you, no, I want to go back to sleep. But can you train your brain and force your brain to say, no, we're going to memorize the sound of this rhythm? Tell your brain who's boss, right? Hearing number 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you play back the sound of this rhythm or the melody, whatever, in your head? That'll help you get it. There's a few more pitches in this one, but you still got another unit to go. First beat. I think you just need to listen to the second beat of that note.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty good though. Okay, the first half looks pretty good. This second half, beat 3 is pretty long, because you have da, 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 da. So beat 3 lasts pretty long, like a dive quarter, and then an 8 on the floor. Yeah, and then you're in the next measure. Bum, 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 bum. And then the last measure is just a long note. It's pretty messed up. Okay. You're really close. You're really close. Just a few other little tiny things to add when you hear the next one. Yep, that quarter would be perfect. Or this, or.
That's originally what I had, but I changed it.
That's right. Yeah. Can we hear it one more time? I'm seeing a lot of variation out there, but some people are just really, really close, and so I'm thinking this one more here. And iron those issues out. Okay, so this is the final hearing. 1, 2, 3. All right, so the first measure, I'll see if I can at least hum it while I'm tapping the beat. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. How does that look rhythmic-wise? And 3, 4, and 1, and 3, 4, and right, makes sense? Okay. Now, I should leave a little more space in this one. The second full measure was the most active rhythmically. We have dum, 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 dum. That's how it went. So, oh, sorry, I'll keep all my stems the same the rest of them. It's just a habit of. There you go. Yeah, so for instance, are you talking about this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you could do something like this. For beats 3 and 4. That would be perfect. Da, 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 da. Now we're in the next minute. So the next measurement. Ya, da, 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 da. Which looks like this. And again, you can use a whole note or a dotted half note in the last measure. I don't mind. Beats 3 and 4 of this measure could just as easily be written like this. That would be perfectly fine. Right? Because we got to know where the beat is so that we can get 1 and 2, 3, and 1. Are you counting the beats as you listen to the rhythm? I hope. You've got to count, yeah. How many notes do you hear within each beat? If you hear like this one is da, 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 da. So to fit that in, this beat has to have 4. This one is 1, 2, E, and 3. You know, we've gone over rhythms like this in the sight singing book. And now we're getting to these kinds of rhythms with dots and ties on paper, dictating these. So, any questions, comments, concerns on this? You want me to play it again? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I don't have my book with me. That's all right. I think I remember it. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now that you see the notation, it's probably like, oh, of course. Maybe. Just trying to think of strategies, ways to help you out. More things to listen for, some things that you should be doing, certainly counting, thinking about what these rhythms would look like, and then using your knowledge of what, you know, we performed like 2EN, as we performed a lot of that out of the sight singing book before. So we had dots here, we had dots here, all throughout, unless you wanted to use ties here and here, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Now, since we got just a few minutes left, would anyone like to come up and share their system that perhaps helped you get the rhythm, if not 100%, but pretty close? Some people are saying, my system sucks. I didn't get it, right? No, not necessarily. Okay.
Well, I don't necessarily have to show it, I just put the 1 and 2 in, but I externally, like, tap the rhythms, like, with my foot, I'll do, like, 1 and 2 and, like, tap it according to what, on the 1 and the ands.
Okay.
So that I can find the beat and then the between and the beat to find the.
Yeah, so if you're like silently tapping your foot on the ones that are on the beat and the ands, so you have, well, how did you say you did 1 and you kind of
Well, I do like, so I do like down on 1 and then up on 2.
Aha.
That's just how
1
I do it.
and 2 and 3, 4 and if you go down, up, down, da, 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 da. I can see how that could work. Right, so I guess her foot is kind of going, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and when you continue doing that, you'll find that this comes a little bit after one of the ands, and this has 4 notes to fill out the 2 ands. Is that, am I explaining it okay?
Yeah,
You probably do some other markings or something too.
I just put the 1 and the 2 and underneath it, but.
Okay, so do you actually like write in the, like this?
Yeah,
thought about, that's kind of neat, that you can like very quietly, you know, like your foot goes down, up, up. So that helps your mind keep track of, maybe a little easier, oh, I must be on right on the beat or I'm on the off beat, that kind of thing. Oh, okay, good. All right, I think that's as far as we're going to go today. Next class, Wednesday this week, we're going to start reviewing for the test, your training test on Monday. Get in your mind for next class what you'd like to review. I mean, I've got some things, we did melody, we did rhythm lately, so obviously I want to do a little bit of harmonic dictation or real music, but anything that you feel that you need to go over especially, I should have an example of one of each of the things that we do, so. All right, so let's call it, let's stop right here and give you a little break before your next class.